I knew this guy was going to do his gut dump. Here he's started. See it? It's an interesting process that they go through, I think. As you can see, I've emptied everything out of the container for this one. He's just on one little leaf. And then I'm going to put these leaves back in the container after. I just don't, I just didn't want the container, or the leaves rather, to get contaminated from this stuff. So, yeah. So I took them all out, and once he's done with this, I'll kind of clean it up a little bit and put the leaves back in so this guy can spin his or her cocoon. This is a perfectly normal and natural process that they go through. It's not anything to be concerned about or alarmed over. I know from experience, this is my 9th Luna to do its gut dump. So, yeah. I certainly have seen this take place enough times that I know it's a totally okay thing. The date is July 27th, 2012. It does take a couple of minutes for them to go through this process, like I said. They're getting ready to hunker down in their cocoons, and after a spell they'll come out as a Luna moth. Now sometimes they winter over depending on the temperature of the area they're kept in, or the temperature outside, and also depending on how much daylight there was when they were in their final stage. So, and there's never really any way to tell if they're going to winter over or not, at least not that I'm really aware of. So, we shall see. I do have one more caterpillar. He's probably going to do his gut dump today, and then I'll have 10 Luna cocoons. And I do have my monarchs this year as well, so I'll be probably be taking some video footage of those guys later on. Anyhow, this is the gut dump. As you can see, they kind of get rid of a lot of excess stuff. And this was the frass that it just expelled, just a few minutes before doing the gut dump. It has a different texture and consistency than all the other frass. That's also partially how I knew that this was going to be happening shortly. Their frass gets bigger, and it's kind of a softer, kind of gross, but it's kind of a softer texture and consistency. So yeah, and it looks a little different too, and it's also much bigger than their frass normally is. So that's that.